Hello folks, this is Johnny again and welcome back to probably, hopefully, the last video of this series, mixing the song Stampede only with stock plugins from Studio One version 3 Artist. So listening back to the song, giving myself a little bit of time between these videos, I noticed there are still a couple of things that I kind of need to tweak. Hopefully I'll get it all done in this one last session. If not, we're gonna have to make two out of it. So first thing already I know is on the vocals. You notice it's way too bassy here in this verse, so I need to lower that lower range. And I will have to automate this EQ curve. Marauder flung into the vast. Let's put this to -6. Take that parameter, put it on here, and automate it. Marauder flung into the vastness, left to brood alone, left without a home. Yeah, here he goes into a little bit of a higher register, or at least higher sounding voice, so we don't need to cut that lower end too much. Let's put this to -3 dB perhaps. Left to brood alone, left without a home, but with the power that no one had known. Follow following. Yeah, let's lower it here again. -6 dB. Magnetic trails, stellar winds upon his sail. Okay, and here we don't need this cut anymore because it goes into a higher register, and so there's not a lot going on in that lower range anyways, and we don't want to constantly just cut it out because then in the higher register he loses a little bit of body in the voice, and we do not want that. Stellar winds upon his sails, weary tyrant flows with ancient tech in tow. Hapless. Hey, why is it not automating? Marauder flung into see that the essay here I think could be set a little bit better. The vastness, left to brood alone. The vastness, left to brood alone, left without a home, with the power that no one. Okay, that kick still needs a little bit of work. Let's see. Let's
let's shape this top boost a little bit differently here. Okay, now I want to do something different to the kick drum here to get a more consistent click sound in it. Let's do it like this. Put this to the drum bus. Let's call this kick, like this, high comp. Okay, let's put a pre-fader. And here I want to cut out all that lower range. And now put a hefty compressor on here. Almost kind of like a limiter. Okay. Magnetic trails, stellar winds upon his sails, where retiring flows with ancient tech in tow. I kind of want to lower the vocals a little bit more. They stand out a bit too much. Reports say he's destroying as he goes. Okay, here in this part, now when the vocals stop in here, I kind of want to take out here the clean parts. But I don't just want to boost the volume. because there will be too much mess in the whole mid-range. Rather, I just want to have that top end to come up a little bit. Something like this. Perhaps not too much. Let's put it to 4 and automate this shelf to go on. Not again. Stupid mouse. I think that's not supposed to be here. Okay. So let's turn it off. And then back here it should turn on. Yeah, and then here turn off again. Now back here, perhaps I try to turn it on because that whole end part just needs to really have a lot of power in it. Perhaps that's perhaps just raise it 1 dB, just a little bit, because I really want to have that melody pop out, and the vocals don't need to be the most prominent thing here, but everything just needs to really add that power to that whole section. Let's try raising the rhythm guitars as well. Just 1 dB. Okay, I want to have this vocal track come down a little bit. Let's say it's just 1 dB. You notice how the whole how should I call it, the presence, the energy between the tracks shift around a little bit throughout the song. Here in this chorus the vocals are a bit more prominent, a bit more up front, and these cleans are a little bit more in the back, and then back here it's a little bit the other way around. I take the vocals a touch back and raise the cleans instead. Yeah, and now we can still play around automating still a little bit more of energy throughout the song, and the way I like to do it is using the room mics on the drums. Let's see, let's put this here. Because in quieter sections or the verses, you can take down the room mics of those drums a little bit to make it sound a bit smaller, a bit drier, a bit more in your face, or a bit more upfront. And then in the choruses and bigger parts, you can bring them up, and it makes the whole drums sound bigger, and it kind of adds to the whole power of those sections. So let's see. Yeah, for example, let's take it down a notch back here. Let's say here they can come. Oh, come on, behave. There and there. Oh, what's going on here? I need to get me a new mouse. I'm constantly complaining. Oh, copy paste. This. Okay, let's put it here as well. Let's put this about here. After all. Let's lower it again here. Start running. There will be no stone left. You know what? Through this last bit of the chorus, let's lower the rooms. Or should we? Yeah, no, wait. Let's do it differently. Let's keep it up. But then here, throughout this last section, let's raise them a little bit. Just about 2 dB, not too much. That's too much. Let's do it the other way around. Let's see what that sounds like. You know what? We can do the same with the snare reverb. Let's take the volume from this one. And again, here in quieter parts, we can take it down so it's a little bit drier. And then in big parts, we can bring it up. So... let's do it the same way, just 3 dB cuts. And then the really big parts, perhaps we can bring it up a little bit. Let's say, well, let's just try a 3 dB boost. Why are these two over here now? I didn't move them. Okay, I don't like Studio One version 3. It's just messing stuff up without telling me anything. I don't like this. Okay, this was definitely a little bit better in version 2. You could just make an automation track. So you have a track that's purely for automation and you put whatever automation you want on there. But here, they are kind of connected. The automation track together with the track that's actually in here in the mixer. And that's constantly messing me up. I don't like this at all. So another reason for me not to make the upgrade. Alright. Let's see, at this point I kind of just need to listen through the whole song and see whatever else comes up. So let me just do that and I will fill you in afterwards. Okay, I'm kind of already noticing the snare still needs to come up a little bit. Here I want that big reverb to quickly cut off.
After all
let's see, which one is it? That's just great.
After all.
Here, this big delay. Well, quick delay. Okay, this one it is. Let's do it like this, like this. Let's give it a little bit of a fade out. Let's put it here. Okay, these harmony tracks, they could come down a little bit. Oh, why is it so slow today?
Revenge is a dish best served cold. Expect no fall.
Let's give them a little bit more reverb to push them further back in the mix.
Expect no fold. Revenge is a dish best served cold.
Let's see these here as well.
Best served cold.
A little bit more reverb and delay to push them further back.
Best served cold.
Okay. And now lastly, that upper range here on the bass. Hang on, let me take a second EQ for that. Where's the Pro EQ? Let's just take this whole upper range. Okay, no, not just like this. See, I just want that gnarly mid-range to come out a little bit more here in that intro. Okay, now some more finer details. Compressor, let's put it on the rhythm guitars. And I want to sidechain compress the guitars using the snare drum. So the guitars don't mask the snare drum. Let's see, snare, sidechain, here, rhythm, insert compressor 3. Okay, and same goes for the bass, using the kick.
Marauder flung into the vastness, left to brood alone, left without a home, with the power that no.
See, for this, I would rather like to use a dynamic EQ, so only the lower range is stuck down on the bass and not the whole bass track whenever that kick is hitting. But yeah, as you can see in here with stock plugins, again, we are a little bit limited.
Trails,